stacking every month. Put that work in, I deserve to stand. Bring the baddies to the front. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. Yeah. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. Look, I deserve some time away. I feel good cause I'm posted. Just won't put my feet in the sand. Ain't tryna be far from oceans. Don't want stress about nothing. Just fruit and wine. I'm floating. Little vacation, little.
All right, guys, we're going to chop it up about linebacker Jihaad Campbell on today. This is Raw Detroit. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell and hit the notification whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to chop it up about Jihaad Campbell. Now, I know a lot of Detroit Lions fans are caught up with the hype of Jihaad Campbell. And a lot of people think that the Lions should draft Jihaad Campbell. Now, the biggest thing is, if the Lions get Jihaad Campbell, how are you going to use him? You know what I mean? Are you going to go to a 3-4 defense? Are you going to play a 4-3 defense? What type of defense are you going to play to draft a guy such as Jihaad Campbell? The Lions, truth be told, the Lions need a pure pass rushing. They need another guy that's just like Aiden Hutchinson. Not a linebacker, not saying that I wouldn't draft Jihaad Campbell because he is a very, very special player. And he can blitz and get to the quarterback and things of that nature. And he does offer a lot of different things. But this team needs a legit pass rusher. We don't need just a guy that's a jack of all trades. You need a guy that excels at what he does, and that's being able to put pressure, set the edge, and be able to get the sack on the quarterback. That's what you truly need in Detroit. You don't need somebody that's just going to be part-time in the rotation and blitzing every so often. You need that guy that's going to be a dog. So if a guy like Aiden Hutchinson goes down, you know that other guy can step up and he can deliver as well. That's what you truly need in Detroit. So on the season, this past college season, Jihaad Campbell had 55 tackles to go along with 5 sacks and 1 interception, which is pretty decent, man. That's some pretty straight stats and things of the nature. And if I had to say where he would be drafted at, he probably would be in the late first round, maybe second round. But in Detroit, I don't think that Jihaad Campbell, I don't think that he fits with what they're trying to do right now. Not saying that Jihaad Campbell, I wouldn't draft a Jihaad Campbell, but just saying, like, we need a pure, legit pass rusher, man. We need a legit guy. We don't just need that guy that's just going to be all over the place and whatever. Because years ago, I remember we wanted Isaiah Simmons. And definitely, I was one of those dudes like, yeah, man, Isaiah Simmons would be nice to have in Detroit, man. And we see how Isaiah Simmons' career has kind of gone by being a guy that can play all over the place. You got to be good in a certain area. It's not saying that, you can't be versatile and play in different positions on the field, but you got to be good at one thing. And Jihaad Campbell, yeah, he's good at blitzing and getting to the quarterback, but sometimes he can't always get past those tackles. Sometimes it's a hard time for him to get past tackles. It's not easy. I know sometimes the highlights may make a player look like he's all world, but truth be told, when you do watch the tape, there's things that that he needs to clean up in his game. But he is a special talent and he's a special player. But I don't think that he's the type of player that the Detroit Lions per se need in the first round. Maybe if you took Jihaad Campbell in the second round, maybe that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? You grab the edge guy first, then you grab the linebacker like a Jihaad Campbell if he's still available. But people are entitled to what they think and their own opinions on the Jihaad Campbell situation. But me personally, I just think that I don't know if the Lions would know how to utilize him. How would they utilize Jihaad Campbell? Because the dude is so versatile and he's like a Swiss Army knife. It's like, man, what do you do with him? Do you have him rushing the passer? Do you have him coming off blitzes all the time? What linebacker position are you going to put him at? You going to put him at the Sam, or are you going to put him at the wheel? Where are you going to put him at? Are you going to put him at the Mike? can't do that because you still got Jack Campbell and you still got Alexander Loney on the defense. Now, maybe if you had 3 of those guys, one of them was in the middle. You know, you got one guy in the middle with the 4-3 defense. Then you got the other guy, both of the other guys playing the weak linebackers, you know, whether it be the Will or the Sam. You know, maybe you can fit him in that way. Or maybe if you're playing the 3-4 defense, you can get them in that way. Because normally when you're playing the 3-4 defense, your linebackers are coming in and doing a lot of pass rushing in the 3-4 defense. But I just don't think that the Lions would know how to utilize him. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm right and I got everything right. But that's just my opinion. I think that with Jihaad Campbell, he's an excellent player. And he's the type of player that a lot of people would want to have on his team. Because he is a dog. Don't get me wrong. He is a dog. But at the same time, let's keep it a hundo. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it $100 on this one. That's not the type of player the Lions need right now. They need a pure, legit pass rusher. Hear me out again, fans. They need a legit pass rusher, a guy that can get to the quarterback, a guy that can set the edge, a guy that is capable of being able to stop the run as well, and a guy that can go in and get sacks and create havoc on Sundays. That's what the Detroit Lions truly need first. And it is a lot of defensive talent in this draft. If you go from Shamar Stewart to Mikael Williams to the Birch kid from Oregon, there's so many defensive linemen in this draft, man. It's crazy. There's a lot of defensive tackles and a lot of defensive linemen in this draft. And definitely, man, so leave it in the comment section, guys, on what do you think the Lions should do with that first overall pick. Should they trade it? Should they trade back? What should they do? Or should they just stay where they at? Or should they draft Jihaad Campbell? Leave it in the comment section. Peace.